In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 10, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Astros versus Minnesota Twins. It's the opening game of a series between a pair of hot American League teams on the diamond in the Twin Cities. The Houston Astros are on the road as they travel to open up a 3-game set with the Minnesota Twins Tuesday night. Houston swept a 4-game series at home with the Tigers, winning the series finale 5-0 Sunday afternoon. In their previous contest, Minnesota swept a 3-game series at home with Oakland over the weekend, winning the series finale Sunday by a 4-3 count. Last season, the Twins won the season series 4-3, including taking 3 of 4 games at home in the most recent series August 5 to 8, 2021. Houston starting pitcher Christian Javier has had 3 consecutive strong appearances, which includes 2 starts. Over that span, the right-hander has allowed 2 runs and 9 hits, and the Astros have won each of the 3 games. Minnesota starting pitcher Joe Ryan had his poorest start to date this season last time out, allowing 2 runs and 6 hits in just 4 2/3 innings against the Baltimore Orioles. Houston has won 4 of the last 5 played in Minnesota, and the Astros have won each of their last 7 overall. Houston has swept each of its last 2 series, including a 4-game set this past weekend against Detroit. Minnesota is without starting second baseman Luis Ariz, while star shortstop Carlos Correa is doubtful and slugger Byron Buxton is questionable. We should have a pretty good matchup on our hands for this series, though Verlander has done well over his last 2, bagging a pair of wins with 13.2 combined innings, 3 earned and 9 hits. As for Ryan, he didn't make it to 5 innings his last time out versus the Orioles. That said, I like him to bounce back for a solid effort here. Should be a competitive game and a fun way to open the series. So the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The strength of both Houston and Minnesota is on the mound. Houston has a team ER of only 2.95, which is 3rd in baseball, and Minnesota's team ER is 3.11, which is 4th best. The total has finished under in 6 of the last 9 games played between Houston and Minnesota. In addition, the total has finished under in 26 of Houston's last 36, as well as in 13 of the last 17 that Minnesota has played against a team from the American League West. Houston has seen the under hit in 21 of their 29 games on the year heading into this contest. The Astros are just 21st in runs per game as they average 3.79 runs per contest this season. That number slips slightly to 3.69 runs per game on the road in the first month of the season. Houston's average total on the year is 7.03 runs per contest, a number that edges up to 7.19 runs per game as the visiting team. Minnesota went into Tuesday having seen the under go 15-11-3 in their first 29 games. The Twins are 17th in runs per game with 4.03 runs per contest, and they average 4.07 runs per game at home. That makes the average total for Minnesota games at 7.2 runs, with the home number decreasing slightly to 7 runs a night. With the Astros struggling at the plate and a terrific pitcher in Verlander on the mound, runs could be at a premium here. Throw in Minnesota's below-average offensive attack. This one ends up being a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus St. Louis Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals play host to the Baltimore Orioles on Tuesday night from Busch Stadium in the opening game of their 3-game midweek series. Both teams come in riding losses the last time out, so will be hard-pressed to get back on the right page, though the Cardinals will certainly be favored to be the ones to actually do so. These two haven't met since all the way back in 2017, when Baltimore took 2 of 3 at home. Though much has changed since, and it appears unlikely that anything can be drawn from that one to predict how this week's series goes. The Cardinals will like their chances at home, but the Orioles have established themselves as a scrappy group that won't back down. The Orioles are playing well at the moment, but they have struggled on the road, where they have lost 10 of their last 13 games. The Cardinals have one of the best defenses in the league, especially at home, where they are averaging more than 4 runs per game. They hit the ball well against right-handers, and they're facing a starter that has struggled on the mound. giving up 7 runs in 2 starts, so expect the Cardinals to play well offensively in this game. The Orioles aren't very good offensively, especially on the road, where they are scoring a little over 3 runs per game. The Cardinals have a very good starting rotation as well as one of the best bullpens in the league and won't have trouble slowing down the Orioles. Being at home, the Cardinals will have a massive advantage as they welcome the Orioles, who are continuing their road trip. So the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. The Orioles are averaging 3.43 runs per game and 3.23 runs per game on the road. They averaged 8.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Cardinals. With St. Louis giving up 3.75 runs per game at home, the Orioles will hit their average in this game. The Cardinals are averaging 4.32 runs per game and 4.58 runs per game at home. They averaged 7.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Orioles. The offenses will set the tone in this one, especially with St. Louis power being able to change the game with just a few swings of the bat. Arenado and Goldschmidt have established themselves as one of the best duos in baseball, and as the rest of the offense grows into itself, the runs will be piling up. For Baltimore, they'll be aided by the fact that the Cardinals' rotation is in flux, and with the starters still to be determined, it could mean the break that Baltimore's offense needs. They have some pop themselves at times, and it could be just enough to help see this one score into the double digits combined. With Baltimore giving up 5.31 runs per game on the road, the Cardinals will score enough runs to push the score over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Texas Rangers. A pair of struggling American League teams take the field to open up a series on the diamond down in the Lone Star State. The Kansas City Royals are on the road as they play the first game of a 3-game series with the Texas Rangers Tuesday night. Kansas City dropped the rubber game of a 3-game road set with Baltimore as they fell 6-1 to the Orioles in Charm City Monday afternoon. Texas couldn't get the bats going as they were blanked 1-0 in the finale of their 3-game road set with the Yankees Monday afternoon. In last season's series, the Rangers won 4 of the 6 meetings, including a sweep at home in the most recent set between the teams back on June 25th and June 27, 2021. Martin Perez has been able to pitch decently well in his career against Kansas City, while Brad Keller has not done well so far in his career against Texas with a massive ER thus far. There is a decent difference between these 2 bullpens this season, as Texas is 19th in the sport with a 3.53 bullpen ERA, while Kansas City is 27th in MLB with a 4.6 reliever ERA up to this point. Offensively, the power numbers are not anywhere near the same thing, as the Royals have the second fewest home runs as a team with 13, while the Rangers are 19th in all of baseball with 24 home runs. The Royals are 7-26 in their last 33 games against the Rangers. Brad Keller has allowed 6 earned runs through 31 innings, and Martin Perez has given up 7 earned runs in 28 innings. 2 pitchers in solid form, but the difference is the Texas Rangers have been able to finish games as of late, and they're at home here. The Kansas City Royals just find ways to lose more times than not, and they're not a team I'm thrilled to back on the road. The Rangers likely find a way to get the job done here, building on what was a solid week. So the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. We discussed this earlier, but both offenses have been struggling brutally this season. The Rangers are scoring 2.6 runs per game in their previous 5 games, while the Royals are averaging 3.2 runs per game in their last 5 games this season. Both Brad Keller and Martin Perez have also pitched well throughout the season thus far. Kansas City comes into Tuesday with the under having posted a 14-11-1 mark in their 26 contests. The Royals are 29th in the majors in runs per game as they put up an average of 3.12 runs a night this season. Kansas City is 16th in runs per game on the road as they average 3.9 runs a contest. Their average total this season is 7.8 runs per game, a number that increases to 8.5 runs per game at home. Texas has seen the under post a 15-11-1 record in 27 games on the year. The Rangers are 13th in runs per game with 4.19 runs per contest, and that falls to 3.92 runs per game at home on the year. Texas has an average total of 8.46 runs per game, and that number jumps to 8.77 runs a night at home. The under is 37-10-7 in their previous 54 games against one another. Given the mediocrity offensively by both teams, this game falls short of the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.